Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays the Binding of Midas Afterbirth. I'd say with 10 wins out of the way, we're pretty much over the post-streak hangover. Let's try to make this an 11th win. Pandoras Box, 7 VEL PFXY. Not the world's most amazing starting stats, but Pandoras Box on the first floor, 2 bombs, 2 keys, if I remember correctly. Pandoras Box on the second floor, 4 spirit hearts. Just something to keep in mind. We may want to save Pandoras Box and use it as a free item on the caves. I think that gives us a lot of momentum. Basically, this is like a short-term investment. The longer we hold it, the more it's going to pay out as long as we cash out at the right time. I don't want to go to the curse room right off the bat because I'm a little scared about losing HP in the process. But I have to say as well, this is the elephant in the room, but I am really stoked to have sad bombs. As of right now, we don't really have the kind of tier synergies, or damage for that matter, that's going to make sad bombs, you know, appointment viewing. Obviously, I do want to get over there if possible. But we probably won't be able to, so let's not beat ourselves up too much over it. But sad bomb certainly is going to make a lot of these early game bosses a lot easier if we are able to use it effectively. Scorpio's fine. And I'm starting to feel comfortable. At first, I was like, I'm not sure about this run, but now I'm feeling a little bit better. Now, our first Tinted Rock didn't pan out, but we have a choice now. We can choose to double down, and if we double down, that's not gonna... Ooh, disregard. I was gonna say we could, you know, get our way into our shop somehow and then figure it out, but it's not necessary anymore, and we're certainly not gonna use Pandora's Box to get into that situation, so that ended up working out nicely. When I said double down, I don't mean a KFC sandwich with 2 deliciously deep-fried chicken fillets and then a slice or 2 of bacon on the in-between there. It's we've talked about this on the show, and I feel like I've been saying that a lot in Isaac episodes. We talked about this on the show. Well, you know what? Consider this your impetus to go watch the Northern Lion Live Super Show, but one of the things, the KFC Double Down Sandwich, the reaction to it was kind of absurd to me. Now, this is like 10 years ago. Is it a sandwich that's good for you? No, absolutely not. You know, it's 2 pieces of deep-fried chicken, mayonnaise-based cheese sauce, and then, we're not going to pick up the spirit heart yet, because we may want to go to the curse room here, but, and then, you know, bacon alongside of it, and probably you're getting french fries on the side. It's not good for you. That's not what I'm trying to debate here. But everyone was like, is this the height of North American gluttony? 2 pieces of fried chicken on a sandwich? That's ridiculous. I really think that if you just put the bun around the double down, people would have been like, all right, I mean, that's a double chicken sandwich. I'll take 2. But if you take away the buns, all of a sudden people go, oh my god, this thing is terrible for you. Meanwhile, I mean, the Baconator is obviously not good for you as well. But I feel like as much as people were like, this is a little silly, one makes you larger, health down, that kind of sucks, obviously. But people were not like, this is an affront to my sensibilities. The double down, they're like, look, dog, you replace the bread with chicken. That might actually be a good trade. But people don't see it that way. Here's what I see right now. I see a run that has great potential, even though we've had a couple of strikeouts. And I think what we're going to do is probably give ourselves a chance at an arcade on the next floor by throwing this down here, blowing it up. Really thought we'd get a secret room out of that. Second secret room here then. Wow, no such luck. All right, down to the next floor. Let's not sweat it. You know, we have a spirit heart to protect ourselves. Nothing to worry about right now. Probably wait till the Caves 1 to pop this Pandora's Box. Bread's not that good for you is all I'm trying to say. You ever get something caveman style at the old In-N-Out burger? Is it caveman? I think it's paleo style. I think it's caveman style. It's a paleo dive. Anyway, I'm just saying the double down was a victim of false perception, man. The bread organization making everybody think it's better than it is. Probably shouldn't have gone for that. You know what? Pandora's Box. Immediately, we got the consumables out of it, and we get to take Tammy's head. I'm relatively pleased with this decision. And Death's Touch right off the bat. Tammy's head is absolutely the right choice for us now. This is... I mean, we made a little bit of a gamble taking Tammy's head over the Pandora's Box, but I think it's relatively clear that this decision appears to be paying dividends for us right now. Crack this open, get enough money to make our shop worthwhile. Wow, okay, well, if you're playing along at home, Your job is definitely easier than mine was mere moments ago, because you already have the keys to the kingdom. All you gotta do now is, make the same decisions we made, and you're gonna be absurdly powerful as well. Hopefully, we can just ball out of control and get an awesome item from our, I think we'll buy the key. Maybe even the tarot card. Empress is okay. Hopefully we'll get an awesome, item from our deal with the devil. I would actually be completely okay if they just give us Ouija board. Is that still a, deal with the devil item? It was in vanilla, but I can't think of the last time I saw it show up on a deal with the devil. But any form of spectral tears, Spirit of the Night would also be fine. But just anything that makes Tammy's head that much more useful, especially with piercing shots. And we're basically in the clear here. Probably the biggest waste we could possibly do with Tammy's head there, but that's okay. We get a speed upgrade, and we'll take both here. We'll take Contract from Below, and we'll take Dark Bum, and we'll head down to the next floor. And honestly, barring catastrophe, we're in a really, really amazing spot here. Which means I can pontificate about more shit that I don't understand. Like nutrition. Hey, what's the deal with... Well, people did tweet me, because I was talking about, like, misleading food marketing. And how, if the only thing that your cereal box can advocate about itself is that it has, like, 4 grams of protein per serving, that's actually a meaningless sentence. That's just coming at it from, like, a biological level, not a... nutrition level. I'm not trying to, say that I'm six-pack shortcuts or anything like that. But somebody was like, hey, do you mean like this? And then they showed me a picture of their peanut butter jar, and it was like 6 grams of protein per serving. And I was like, you know what? It's exactly like that. Occasionally, you can still get a crawl space in there, so we might as well check. I can't see my HP, but this may heal us as well. I'm not sure after we got the health upgrade, but we'll see. We'll see. But either way... if you're not trying to eat healthy, who cares? I'll eat a stuffed enchilada with the best of them. I'm just saying, it's dishonest implicitly to be like 8 grams of protein per serving in a food that is just not good for you. And is it a lie? No, but I think they are trying to mislead you. They're like, check out the health benefits of our product. On foods, we'll just take Pisces for the tiers upgrade, honestly. But on foods that are not good for you, but are delicious, they should be, like, FDA mandated to just be honest. And the Doritos should just have a message on the front of them that says, this is bad for you. And then in the interest of honest marketing, they should also be able to say, but it tastes, like, fucking delicious. Like, that should be the FDA approved. I'm not, like, anti-junk food or anything like that. I'm just saying, when you look at a kid's sugary cereal and it's, like, 6 grams of protein per serving. Yeah, and also, like... 2 cups of sugar per serving. But it should just say, your kids are gonna love it. That's exactly what it should say. It shouldn't say we got 0.2 micrograms of riboflavin per serving. Just be honest about it, Advertise honestly. It's like the Baconator, man. Shouldn't say, how many grams of protein per serving do you think the Baconator has? Assuming a serving is 1 Baconator, which the FDA would probably take some issue with. It's one of those foods where it's like, servings per Baconator, 300. But anyway, it'd be like, 40 grams of protein per serving. But it should say, this tastes like fried brown. Are you into that? If you're into fried brown, you may be into the Baconator. I'm into fried brown. So we do have a lot of spirit hearts, but I don't think we got anything from resting. I think we got most of that from just walking around, getting tinted rocks, etc., etc. And admittedly, a little bit of laziness kicked in on that last floor. I'm like, we could have gone back to the curse room, but look at this run. Who are you trying to impress by going to the curse room in this situation? Are you seeing the damage that we're dealing here? And the fact that we have Dark Bum to, like, enhance our HP in the future? Like, I'm not saying that I'm just gonna finish the run and I'm on autopilot or anything like that. If anything, the commentary sometimes tends to get more fun on these runs where victory is all but assured. But either way, I don't think there's too much incentive to be like, yeah, make sure you go back for that curse room. Then again, is there too much incentive not to go for it? Mark Twain had a famous quote. It said, never put off till or never do today what you can put off till tomorrow. But I think that's actually terrible advice, and honestly, Mark Twain, it's a pithy quote. I won't disagree with you on that. And you're a smarter man than I am. I can't deny that. But at the same time, just because you're smart at book writing or whatever it is you did, invented the telephone, I don't know, Tark Moyne, whatever your name is, that doesn't mean that all your quotes make you, benefit from that wisdom. It's what I don't understand about the whole quotes industry. You know, I'm not saying we should take quotes from, like, you know, dude on the street corner who says, you know, time is a flat circle or something like that. I'm just saying, like, just because Albert Einstein is a real intelligent man doesn't mean, you know, his quote about hard work and perseverance actually applies. It may apply, and it is coming from a place of experience, perhaps, but, you know, that's why I try to, whenever I give out advice, and it's inevitable that there's going to be advice given out in these videos, because they're just so long, and I record so many of them. Obviously we'll take this, and Empty Vessel's really great here, actually. But I always point out, or try to point out, that I am an idiot, and under no circumstances should you take my advice as just gospel. And I think that's, you know, maybe Albert Einstein was like, you know, insanity is doing the same thing over and over, but expecting different results. Maybe at the end of that quote he said, but what do I know? I'm just Albert Einstein, right? And then they just took that out, and they were like, it's not as shareable this way. You know, how happy is the blameless vessel's lot, the world forgetting by the world forgot. Eternal sunshine of the spotless mind, each prayer accepted, each wish resigned. Alexander Pope says that, and then at the end he says, but what do I know? You know, I'm just Alexander Pope. I'm living here in the 17th century. I don't really, you know, understand. What's a computer, right? That's what my quote book would look like. It would just be famous quotes, but then at the end it would say, but what do I know? I'm name of quoter. We're going to head down to the next floor here. We're honestly killing it right now. This is really easy. And that's a good thing. Doesn't bother me. Like I said, I think it is important to try to get over that post-streak hangover, and I do believe that the post-streak hangover is a real thing. Doesn't appear too real for us right here. We're obviously going to take the Fool, and we're going to go down to the next floor. We could buy stuff from our shop, but because of Curse of the Blind, I don't really want to. Let's go down. But you gotta keep that in mind, you know, the famous people, intelligent people, they're people just like you. They made decisions over the course of their life, and now they're using those decisions to come up with pithy quotes. What does pithy mean? I don't know, but it's said by intelligent people quite frequently, so I'll continue to use it. Don't put too much stock in, there's my quotation. Don't put too much stock in quotations, ellipses, ... or do, what do I know? I just play video games on the internet. Actually, my quote is, you can go your own way, go your own way. You can call it another lonely day. But what do I know? I just play video games on the internet. That's my quote. What do you mean? Who's Fleetwood Mac? Oh, sorry, I use a Fleetwood PC. I use Fleetwood Linux, right, guys? Fleetwood Linux. All right. I don't know anything about computers. Still to this day. I could program you something. I couldn't tell you a motherboard from a brotherboard, I'll tell you that much. I couldn't tell you a motherboard from a Mark Mothersbaugh, one of the founding members of new wave group Devo. I'm telling you, man, I couldn't tell a motherboard from a smorgasbord. I'm telling you, man, I couldn't tell a motherboard from the board of directors for Mothers Incorporated, which is a business that I've just constructed myself in my head, where mothers get together and share tips with one another. I think it's really going to take off. Would you like to invest? I'm asking for $1 million for a 1% stake in Mothers Incorporated. There are 1.5 trillion mothers worldwide. If only 100% of those mothers gave us $100,000 each, we would be millionaires. How can you say no to that pitch? It's actually frightening to me that just came out of the top of my dome piece, and I said it so convincingly, like I believed what I actually said, that I almost made myself believe what I actually said. That's frightening. Never get into politics. Probably end up turning the... Okay, it's time for the State of the Union. Listen, y'all, America, the world, chill out on the criticisms of the Double Down. It's ridiculous. You don't understand. At least chicken is, you know, with some meats, gives you a protein in your essential supply of B vitamins. You want me to replace one of those chicken breasts with 2 buns of enriched white flour. Your knowledge regarding the nutrition of the situation is very flawed. I'm gonna need y'all to cool it on social media with the KFC Double Down hate. This has been your president. See you next time. It wouldn't be a good thing. Let's head down to the next floor here. 13 minutes and 15 seconds in. chance of death on this run. I think you get like a flat 5% chance of death from, oh yeah, just sacrifice to the key gods. Ended up giving us a spirit heart, actually, but a flat, like, 5% chance of death due to the risk of finding a reroll room that rerolls you into crap, but apart from that, basically 0. We're already on dank depths, too. Obviously, we'll crack into these. And I'm kind of thinking, like, maybe it's actually sensible to go and just do boss rush, because we will get a Tammy's head charge for every single wave that we kill. And one Tammy's head charge should be enough to, you know, basically get the job done. I'm thinking. I still need some form of piercing shot, but I think most bosses would die as a result of that. I mean, you're watching me walk into these rooms here. Also, while y'all washing, watch him. He's gonna make it to a Benz out of that Datsun. Who's insulting the Datsun, by the way? You never see Datsuns anymore, you know? I mean, it's a classic ride. He got that ambition, baby. Look in his eyes. This week, he's mopping floors. Next week, it's the fries. Kanye West. My Secretary of State in my imaginary cabinet here. Another reason it probably should not be in a position of... By the way, if your first reaction to this comment is, excuse me, NL, they need to pass a... congressional amendment or constitutional amendment to have someone who was born in Canada actually be the American president. I have to say to you, good sir, first off, congratulations on passing 10th grade civics class. I'm sure that test was on the midterm and or the final, and you passed it with flying colors. At the same time, is that really the number one thing that you're concerned about? Is that perhaps that this point of conversation has exited the bounds of realism? If so, you may want to look at the quote-unquote bigger picture in this situation, which is that I'm having a giggle. And now, it's been included to be, to some extent, at your expense. And it didn't have to be that way. But you created this divisive, derisive comedy between us. We are going to take experimental treatment, get the heck out of here. Still got an item room to go to. I mean, experimental treatment I'm not particularly excited by, but for free, I'm okay with it. And, I mean, this has been like a really casual, you know, 40... Well, I was going to say 48 seconds, which makes no sense. Really casual 15.5 minute boss rush theft here. We were about 5 minutes ahead of schedule for boss rush, which should give you a really good indication of how this run's going. Midas Touch is actually fantastic because it puts us in a position here where, with Empty Vessel, they should synergize really well together and, you know, allow us to just careen into enemies. Oh, right, there's no... donation machine in here, unfortunately. Just careen into enemies, crush them, turn them into money. Money that probably will not be useful for us, but maybe we'll fight Hush. We don't have a particularly Hush-focused run, but we could fight Hush. Why not? Well, because we don't have a particularly Hush-focused... Yeah, but why not, though? Mostly because Tammy's head can only be used once, and it is the principal source of our power right now. There's the Midas Touch coming through in the clutch. It synergizes with... Counterfeit Penny, but it doesn't really matter because we probably won't be able to buy too much more, even if we go to the Hush fight. By the way, you just got a preview of my Will Smith themed Binding of Isaac Afterbirth theme song. Midas Touch coming through in the clutch, Miami. It uses a lot of inspiration from Will Smith's earlier songs, right down to the lyrics, to be honest with you. Party in the city where the heat is on. The game was designed by Ed McMillan. We're playing Isaac. Bienvenidos. Ah, Isaac. Here comes Isaac, the Galaxy Defender. There is a Tinted Rock in there. As a quick eye on that one. Small rock, please. It's like the one thing we're still waiting on. I mean, it's old hat at this point. Everybody's thought of this joke. But I really wish Will Smith had continued to do songs for every single one of his movies, and I don't take it for granted that I grew up in an era where that happened. I still think even as late as 2005, he could have gotten away with a song for iRobot. Even though that movie is like a little serious, and I get that it's based on, you know, the Foundation series from Isaac Asimov. It's like well, not to have a pun or anything, it was a foundational piece of sci-fi media. But I still think he could have done it. He definitely should have done it for Hitch. Like, that's just a no-brainer. Hitch has the perfect tone to benefit from a Will Smith-themed, well, Will Smith-penned rap song. Hip-hop song. Rap, I mean, I don't know, come on, he's got a pretty family-friendly image. It's like, if Will Smith was going on tour, you wouldn't have Kendrick Lamar open for him. That'd be a little bit of a shock for first off, he's a bigger act now, probably, but secondly, you know, the 8-year-olds in the audience are going to be a little bit shocked when, like, the Blacker the Berry comes on. Gotta put the earmuffs on. We should get this. The Hermits, I mean, saves us a key if we go to the Hush fight. Apart from that, maybe saves us some HP at best. And this run is amazing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to suggest this is a bad run. But we could use some more damage. Once Tammy's head is blown, we don't have a whole lot of killing power relative to what we do with Tammy's head. Which is good, because it means that Tammy's head is very useful for us, but it's bad in the sense that, you know, for things like the Hush fight, for example, we've really only got, like, we're kind of one and done. Pardon me. Ceremonial Robes is a great choice here, and I sort of think you just take Demon Baby, basically because Pacifier is going to give you some HP back anyway, so we really only paid 2 Spirit Hearts for Demon Baby, which is still not a trade I'm, like, thrilled with, but it's not bad. And again, I mean, we're at 19 minutes, and we're on the womb too, so it would benefit me to keep things in perspective. I mean, this is like my second run of the day, or sorry, it's my first run of the day. It's not my first video of the day. I've been recording a lot of RimWorld. I think we should check this out. Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, I think I'm a little bit like, yeah, that's Isaac. We won. This run's all right. But actually, you know, we should calibrate ourselves appropriately, because this run is much better than all right. Another song that would shock the target audience of a Will Smith concert in 1999 in all likelihood. Well, that should be at least 1 Spirit Heart. It actually gave us 2. And a Tinted Rock gave us a 3rd, so we are at full HP. I gotta get myself out of this mindset, but I'm like, are we a bad person if we don't do the Hush fight here? We should be strong enough. That was dumb of me, but we certainly should be strong enough. No deal with the devil. I think we should do it with 99 cents, 15 keys. Let's go for it. Curse of the Lost is basically irrelevant down here. First item room, Proptosis. Already feeling good about my decision. Second item room, Infestation 2. Yeah, that's pretty good. And here we got Battery Baby. It's something. And perhaps the most important thing that we got in here, Emperor's nice as well, but is this donation machine, which we were able to give 2 cents to. Fantastic. Thanks for the opportunity. Really appreciate it. Then in our chests, the Hermit. Head of the Keeper. With Midas Touch, it's not bad, I guess. We don't want the Eternal Heart, because we're very happy with Empty Vessel right now. And honestly, with Battery Baby, we should be going in here and cracking... oh, we got invincibility due to Empty Vessel here. We should be going in here and cracking Sad Bombs. Not Sad Bombs, Tammy's Head as much as possible. That being said, we do also have 32 Sad Bombs. Seems like a fairly intelligent choice to kind of do as much with those as you possibly can. Emperor card is definitely going to speed up the Cathedral as well. If we want to speed it up, we may not want to. There we go. Battery Baby's giving us another Tammy's Head charge. Just wait till he pops up. Hit him with the Midas Touch action. Oh, we're bleeding him. We're bleeding him real nicely. Don't forget about these Infestation 2 spiders we're going to get here. Gimpy paid out. That's fine. I shouldn't have been standing there as long as I was, but no worries. Again. Waiting on my Infestation 2 spiders. Strangely enough, we've actually gained some HP over the course of this. Once I drop that bomb, I really can't see anything, so I think I'm just going to continue to fire here. We're going to get through this, you know, relatively no problem. I think that's clear. I am amazed that we actually did not get the kill on those flies before they touched us. But we're going to continue to just stand up here. You know, 99 cents means 99 contact damage every time we touch them with Midas touch here, unless the armor, you know, mitigates more of that than I had originally anticipated. Either way, not a big deal. I'm really glad we came to fight Hush. We got a lot stronger as a result, which is not something you can say every single time. So, but Infestation 2 and Proptosis are huge pickups. And we really have not lost much in the process. Hoping that just by standing up here, we pretty much got you under control. Still got 14 bombs. We'll use those. I mean, we basically only have the chest left, because we're just going to speed through the Cathedral. Mostly because the Cathedral is just not as fun as the chest. So we'll just pop Emperor pretty much immediately, unless we got a special room next to us. We might as well see what's in here. I mean, the problem is we might as well do every room if we're going to do it like this, because, you know, Tammy's head kills pretty much everything, especially with the kind of quality stuff that we got going on now, but at least got another spear now. Alright, let's move along. We generated some spiders. I'm assuming maybe those spiders will kill Isaac before he can do anything, and the answer is not quite, but pretty close. And then one sad bomb fudges the numbers in our favor. Let's get down here. Super powerful run. Nice way to start Isaac for today, but also round out a good day of recording. Mom's wig, my reflection, Eve's mascara, and basically a speed upgrade. We're not going to take Eve's mascara, but I did take my reflection, just because, you know, I'm like that. It's not like, holds up, Spork, hello, my name is the Penguin of Doom. It's just, you know, I like to take the weird synergies and just see how they interact. And sometimes they lead to situations that teach me something. And they leave me with preferences that are a little unusual. Like, you know, I don't dislike soy milk, for example. In some circumstances, I think it can be a nice touch, and we would never have discovered that unless we basically fucked ourselves with soy milk like 10 times. I mean, more than 10 times. I don't know how many times we've had soy milk at this point. Remember when soy milk was like the #1 most hated item? Those were the days, man. Now we got, you know, Isaac's heart and marked, all sorts of bad stuff. Little Gertie, #2. I really doubt we're going to get too much #2 action, but I kind of want to, because we do have sad bombs. But I guess, you know, we could also just press E and then get sad bombs without having to use #2, so yeah, probably not strictly necessary. But that was a great run. 24 minutes with a Hush fight thrown in for good measure. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal, and of course subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.